Hello viewers, hope you all are fine. So this is Dr. Sudhamay Behura and today I welcome you to another lecture. This is our 7th class of Unit 2, okay, which is based on your ban of single-use plastics. So as you all know, this is a newly passed rule, okay. And so everywhere in our state from July 1st of this year it is notified through government gazette that everyone should avoid the use of single use plastic, okay. And what are these single use plastic, what are the materials in it, okay, we need to avoid to use. And if we will devoid the or if we will not obey the rules, then the penalties will be imposed on everyone, okay. So this discussion will be based on all these aspects. So if you will watch this video till the end, then you will be able to know what is the Central Pollution Control Board, what is the history of this behind this ban of pollution plastics, then what are the products or gross your production of plastics, okay, and what damage the plastic puts on the ecosystem, okay. So these are just the your those gist of your this presentation, okay. So in Europe, in Asia, what is the data we all will analyze and how we can prevent this ban or prevent this use of single use polythene, okay. So so my dear viewers, dear students, you already have acquainted with all these discussions, okay. So I have already completed unit 1 of your Aecc 1 Environment-STUDY disaster management, and this is the 8th class of your unit 2, okay. So everything you will find in the playlist. So you can do one thing, that you just go through your syllabus and whatever you want to find, you just enter that in the YouTube, that suppose the chapter name is ban of single use plastic, okay. So or you can directly come to my YouTube channel and watch all these materials serially as mentioned in your syllabus, okay. So and those who are watching my video for the first time, okay, or the regular viewers, if you will not subscribe, how I will get motivated, okay, or how I will get motivation. So please, here I request you to please give one subscription, okay, so that I will be motivated more and more and can bring you good content for you in future, okay. So let us to the content of this lecture. So first we will see what do we mean by this single use plastic, okay. So according to a report on plastic waste management released by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, so you must have known that we have different ministries, okay. So for example, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Ministry of your Home Affairs, okay. Similarly, there is one Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. According to a report, okay, that is released by this ministry on plastic waste management, okay. So the global average of plastic per capita consumption is 28 kg, and India has a per capita plastic consumption of 11 kg. Means per capita consumption means what quantity a person is consuming in our country. Okay, means per capita means per person. Okay, so in the global condition, per capita consumption is 28 kg, whereas alone in India, okay, per capita plastic consumption is 11 kg. So it is not a small quantity. And there is one organization, that is Central Pollution Control Board, that is abbreviated by CPCB. Okay, so CPCB report in the year 2019-20 states that 3.5 million metric tons of plastic waste are generated in India annually. Okay, so annually the quantity generated in our country is also a very huge quantity, that is 3.5 million metric ton. And CPCB in its report on impact of plastic waste disposal on soil and water quality at Lucknow dump sites, okay, had found that dumping of plastic waste, dumping means suppose we take the plastic waste and just throw in a particular place, day after another, day after another, day after another. So what will happen, there will be a small hill like structure will be developed in particularly in a location where we are regularly throwing the waste, isn't it? So this CPCB found that dumping of plastic waste can deteriorate soil and underground water quality. Okay, and due to how underground water quality will be affected, because there is a term leaching. Leaching means the due to the decomposition of plastic waste. Okay, uh, or you know that soil has different size of pores, and through this pore water is going or penetrating to the lower layers, isn't it? And those are stored in the soil surface, okay, where impermeable layer will come. And those we are using as groundwater, isn't it? So if plastic will be dumped on soil, it will also pollute the groundwater. Okay, and not only the groundwater but also the surface water. So soil and underground water quality due to leaching of additives, then colorants, stabilizers and fillers present in the different categories of plastic products. Okay, so statistics says that 500 billion to a trillion plastic bags consumed each year. Okay, out of which less than 1% is recycled. Okay, so the first known man-made plastic introduced in 1862, and at the Great International Exhibition in London, where it is introduced at the Great International Exhibition in London. And who introduced it? By Alexander Parks. Okay, and plastic, as we know that they are made by polymerizing molecules of monomers materials derived from coal, petroleum or natural gas, isn't it? Okay, then why we should ban plastics, means why government or think that and took that decision that plastic should be banned, because plastic are lethal, means they are poisonous. Okay, and they are bio non-degradable substances. Bio non-degradable means the substances those will not be decomposed by microbes. Okay, for example, suppose you will throw some the your after peeling the vegetables, you will throw the its upper cover, okay, on the soil. then what will happen? Some bacteria will act upon this and that will be degraded, isn't it? So this is biodegradable. So the substances, those cannot be degradable by microorganisms. They are bio non-degradable substances, like plastic is one. Okay, then look here. If you will see this picture, day by day the quantity or the plastic consumption in India is increasing. Okay, so in the picture you can well mark that in the year 1996 it is invisible like structure, isn't it? Then mark in the 2000, 2001, then picture shows in 2007, then 2017. Okay, it is increased to your many folds. So in 2017, China exported around 11.68 million tons of plastic product abroad. So if import and export is going on, means the quantity or consumption quantity is increasing, isn't it? In the period 1988 to 2017, India import 3.1 million tons per year plastic. Okay, so reasons to refuse single-use plastic. What are the reasons so that we can refuse the single-use plastic? In the latter stages, we will discuss the examples of plastics. Those are known as single-use plastic. Okay. So, 9 reasons to refuse single-use plastics are: because first one is they are made from fossil fuels. Then second is huge carbon footprint. Okay, what is carbon footprint? I already discussed in the previous video, because that is there in your syllabus. Okay, so you can go and check that class, what is carbon footprint. Okay, hence this plastic generate huge carbon footprint. Then third is it will still be here in hundreds of years. Then number 4, only a teeny percentage is recycled. Then number 5, leaches toxins into food and drink. Then number 6, it causes hormone disruption and cancer also. Then it pollutes our oceans. It kills marine animals and birds and enters our food chain. Okay. So my dear students, the materials are in front of you and these are very simple things. So you can easily make your note, okay, from these slides. So just do that, and I have a great confidence that you all will do well in your examination. Okay. So then your single-use plastics are goods. What is single-use plastic? Till yet, perhaps your fundamental is not right. Means fundamentals is not clear regarding single-use plastic. So what is a single-use plastic? Single-use plastics are goods that are made primarily from fossil fuel, that I told. Okay, and they are based on chemicals like petrochemicals and are meant to be disposed of right after use. Okay, often in mere minutes. Single-use plastics are most commonly used for packaging purpose and serviceware such as bottles, wrappers, straws, bags. Okay, so these are single-use plastic. Then plastic is among the most popular and important materials used in the modern world, due to the fact that plastic is non-biodegradable and it is essential that it is prevented, recycled or recovered. So first plastic were made by nature, and that is by rubber, that is rubber from rubber tree. Okay, and that was discovered by Charles Goodyear in the year 1839. Okay, this is the plastic made by nature. Then comes synthetic plastics like cellulose. So hard material that is durable, and fast man-made plastic made by, I told you in my previous slide, that Alexander Parker in the year 1862. And if we will compare in today's condition, today's plastic come from many hydrocarbon chain. Okay, that is polypropylene, then polyethylene, natural gas, coal, oil. Okay, so in the year 1907, and that is bakelite. So what are the effects? This is the most important part of our discussion, so that we think that it should be banned. Okay, so the most dangerous effect is it kill animals. Then it is non biodegradable. Then it litter the landscape. Use of petroleum. Then hazardous to human health and pollute the oceans and seas. Okay. So since the 1950s, the production of plastic has outpaced that of almost every other material. Then world plastic production in 2015 was your 400 million tons. That is 36% of which is plastic packaging only. So total plastic packaging waste in 2015 was 141 million tons. Because the plastic those we will use, we will definitely throw those, okay, after our use. So here is one statistics that how many percentage of plastic is used in which sector. Okay, so you can see here that is shown you in this color, okay, or in this deep red color, maroon color. Okay, that is chips and your confectionery bags, means any type of packing bags. Okay, so that is 18.6%. that is a very huge quantity. Then bottles, caps, lids, next to your chips and packaging bags, next comes your bottles and caps, okay, or lids. So that is 11.9%. Then PET bottles, that is 10%. Okay, then straw, then grocery bags, packaging, food bags. Okay, so different sectors are there, but most important three sectors are your the single use plastic used for packaging and for packaging the chips and bottles, caps or lids, then your PET bottles. Okay, so next, problematic single-use plastic. So the most common single-use plastics found on beaches are in order to magnitude, cigarette butts, plastic beverage bottles, plastic bottle caps, food wrappers, plastic grocery bags, plastic lids, straws and stirrers, and foam takeaway containers. Okay, and if we will mismanage the single use plastics, then it will put a very dangerous impact on the ecosystem. So cost of inaction, if we don't improve our consumption patterns and waste management practices by 2050, there will be around 12 million metric tons of plastic litter in landfills and in the environment. Okay, so due to the mismanaged single-use plastics, it will put its negative impact both on every aspects or on every sectors, like your on environment, on economic aspects, on health aspects. Okay, so on environment aspects, it will contaminate soil and water. I have already discussed that it will choke waterways and exacerbate natural disasters by 2050. An estimated 99% of seabirds will have ingested plastics. Then economically also it cause economic loss in tourism, fishing and shipping industries, and high cost of transport to centralized plant of lightweight foamed plastics due to difficulty in recycling of local plants. Then future cost of removal of accumulated plastic litter in the environment. Okay. Then on health aspect, it blocks sewage systems and provide breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Okay, and raising the risk of malaria transmission. Then release toxic chemicals and emission if burned. Okay, means it releases some toxic chemicals. Then it contaminate the food chain. So if we will see the ban of single use plastic in different continents. Okay, the status says that in Europe, Ireland and Austria. Okay, so Ireland has put levy on consumers, and Austria voluntary public-private agreement to ban this. Then in Africa continent, your South Africa, Kenya and Rwanda. In Rwanda, total plastic bag bans. Then in South Africa, combined ban and levy on retailers, means who throws here and there. Okay. Then Kenya, the punitive total ban. So total ban. Then in America, New York City, this use styrofoam or styrofoam is use of styrofoam is banned. Then Costa Rica, that is one country in the America subcontinent, your continent, that is there also total single use plastic is already bans. So bans in the Caribbean region, that is Antigua and Barbuda. Okay, all these countries already plastic has banned. So in our continent, that is in Asia, China, Bangladesh and India has taken some steps. Like China, in China, national and provincial bans and levies has put on the violators. Then in Bangladesh, how social pressure and disaster management can lead to banning is now under debate. Then in our country, public action as a driver of change. So it is already banned. Okay, notification has already come, but there is a very need of awareness of the public. Okay. Then what should be the prevention or prevention action taken in different parts? So, a strategy for plastics in a circular economy, and this is mandatory fee on single-use plastic bags, then phase out of single-use bags by 2030, only reusable or recyclable plastic packaging, 75% recycling of packaging waste, and a binding agreement to reduce landfill to less than 10% of municipality solid waste. Okay, and plan to strengthen packaging legislation and establish specific rules for the 10 plastic products most often found on the beaches and in sea. Okay, so these are the countries which have taken steps to ban the single-use plastic. In Chile, you can see here in Chile, plan of national plastic bag ban, plans to coordinate beach cleanups. Okay, beach plan to coordinate beach cleanups. Okay, so in China, national ban of single-use plastic bags with high company fines. Then your India, commitment to phase out single-use plastic by 2022. Okay, 10 regional policies are there in place. So there are different steps. So next, this is also the status of some countries. They have taken plan to ban the single use plastic. And next come to India is working on a national policy aimed at completely phasing out single use plastic by the second half of 2022. Okay, taking into account and varied paces of compliance across states over the past 5 years. Okay, so in a draft notification issued on 13 March 2021, the country's Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Okay, I told you in the first half that there is different ministries. So Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change is looking at a three-phased ban on the manufacture, use, sale, import and handling of single-use plastic items. The policy is up for public consultation of 60 days from the release of the ministry notification, and now it is already notified. Okay. So that was in a draft regulation in the year 2021, but it is already published. Okay, notification is out. So plastic should have a thickness of more than 120 microns. So the plastic we want to use should have the thickness, okay, more than 120 microns. But this will not apply to bags made up of compostable plastic. So increasing the thickness of plastic bags is expected to substantially improve collection and recycling of used carry bags, the government source said. Okay. So larger cities like Mumbai saw an increase in the thickness of plastic carry bags and better access to recycled plastic. Okay. So in this process there are different phases. The first stage, second stage and third stage. So in second stage of implementation, it is expected on 1st January 2022, in which 6 categories of single use plastic including uh, cardboards with plastic sticks, plastic sticks for balloons, then plastic flags, candy sticks, ice cream sticks and polystyrene for decoration will be banned, or it is banned. Then by the third stage from 1st July, which is already implemented from 1st July 2022, the ban on single use plastic, okay, should be complete. So it will cover what are the single examples of single use plastic. So it will cover plastic plates, glasses, cutlery, then plastic forks, spoons, knives, okay, trays, etc. Then plastic stirrers, packaging films on sweet boxes, then invitation cards, then cigarette packets, then plastic or polyvinyl chloride, then banners with thickness of less than 100 microns, they all are coming under your single use plastic. Okay, so from 2018 onwards, around 19 states have imposed bans on single use plastic, which are being implemented with varying degrees of success. Okay, so these are some datas regarding the ban of single use plastic in different countries and what are the examples of single use plastics. Okay. So, identified single-use items which are banned, they are your earbuds with plastic sticks for balloons, plastic flags, candy sticks, ice cream sticks, polystyrene or that we know called as thermocol for decoration, then plastic plates, then cups, glasses, cutlery such as forks, spoons, knives, straw and trays. Okay, then wrapping up packing films around sweet boxes, then invitation cards, cigarette packets, plastic or PVC banners less than 100 micron, and stirrers. Okay, so India has banned manufacture, import, stocking, distribution, sale and use of identified single-use plastic items, those I told, okay, which have low utility and high littering potential all across the country from July 1st, 2022. Okay, and there are different rules to control these plastic waste, like municipal solid waste, that is management rules 2016, then plastic waste management rules, that is 2016 and 2018 amendment, then plastic waste management amendment rules 2022, that is recently passed. Okay, so this is the statistics in which country the plastic is banned. Okay, so in the picture there are this is India map. You have the blue colors shows that where the plastic is completely banned. Okay, and the in red color the states where plastic is not yet banned. Okay, so in the light blue color or sky blue, like here where the cursor is, that shows you the your partially banned. Okay, like our state Odisha is there partially banned, but this data was from few years old, that's why it was written that partially banned, but now it is completely banned. Okay, so next come to some pictures, government rules and penalties. Okay, what are the penalties there if someone violates? This is the most important thing. So now up to this we have learned several aspects of this single-use plastic. So this is completely banned in religious and historical places. Completely banned on sale, use, store, transport and manufacture, recycle of carry bags. Okay, and also ban on the disposable items like cup, plate, spoon, container, etc. Okay, so those caught using or selling plastics could be hit with a fine minimum 500 and maximum up to 25,000 rupees. Okay, and 3 months in jail repeat offenders. Okay, so there are also some advanced scientific technologies developed for disposal option, which will help or which will solve the problem up to a great extent. Like you can see in the left side, Indian Railway had installed the plastic crossing machine. Okay, so which can cross around 5,000 bottles per day and get Rs 5 per bottle in their Paytm wallet. So what you will do that if you will cross one bottle in that machine will give you rupees 5 in your Paytm wallet. Okay, so this is a good step, so that there will be no generation of maximum liter, so you will throw the plastic bottle in that machine and ultimately you will get some money. Okay, so another step is in 2016 Japan found a bacteria, that is Indonella sacchenensis. Okay, that bottle contain PET and polyethylene tetraphthalate, the PETase type of enzyme that split ester bond by using the carbon as food source. Okay, and Indian scientist Rajgopalan, okay, has invited a way, or he has invented a way to make roads from plastic waste. Okay, so which will be a good step, so that all the waste generated from the plastic, we call that plastic waste, can be utilized for making the roads. Okay, so this is the last part, last slide. So there are some alternatives also, plastic alternatives, so we can recycle, reuse the plastic. Okay, so we can use paper bags instead of plastic bags. Then we can use this plastic for our decorative purpose also. And look here, one plastic bottle is used as a planter to grow plants. Okay, then there are 4R principles: reuse, recycle, okay, recover. Then your paper cups are also there, we can use that. So my dear students, dear viewers, these are all for today. So we will meet in another video with some new content according to your syllabus. So till then, bye bye, take care. But yes, please don't forget to subscribe and like, so that I can be motivated, so I can bring some new content for you. Okay, so you just watch completely, and so that I have planned to give you some important questions or discuss some important questions very soon. Okay, so till then, thank you for watching this video. Okay, bye.